Hey, what's up? Welcome to Be Tide. This is the first video of the Android series for everyone, beginners, intermediates, and advanced users. This is a four-part series. So basically, in the first minute of this video, we are going to talk about the cities and this video. So if you directly want the uh, tutorial, you can skip using the timeline given in the description, or if YouTube shows, you can directly skip here. So basically, we would be doing four things in this series. Firstly, we would be making controls. So after watching this video, you won't ever have a problem of adding controls to any of the projects. We are not going to add controls for one button like jump or something like that. We will convert PC controls to mobile controls, so that in future if you have any problem or if you get any project that is a PC project, you can automatically or you can yourself make controls for them. Secondly, our second video would be on optimization, where we would be optimizing the complete game. It would be for Android. We would have landscape optimization, LOD, and everything you can think of. Then we will have single player packing system. So this would be if you have made a single player game and you want to pack your game. So you can do that using that. And lastly, we would be have a dedicated server multiplayer packing system. So if you have made a multiplayer game, so there's no video available how you can pack it for Android specifically. So yeah, we will be doing a video on that. So these four videos make the Android series. If you need something else, you can tell me in the comments. And now let's go with this video. Thanks. Let's go. Okay, so here is our screen, and let's select third person as the example map, right? We will add controls to this. You can select the mobile target hardware. You can also change its settings, but I will go with desktop because I will show you how to convert the controls. And now start a content and name this Android example. Now I will wait. So now we will open our default third person character blueprint. Now let me show something. Now if I click on a screen, okay, so I have it. So just go to settings and then project settings. We need to enable mobile controls firstly. Go down and input. So firstly, we don't want the mouse to be captured. We want to use like mobile controls on PC. We don't want to use PC controls, right? So we need to disable this. We also need always show touch interface. And yeah, one more thing, open mouse properties. We want to use mouse for touch, such that we can click on mouse, we can click on buttons and use the joystick using mouse. Now, if I click play here, you will notice we have a joystick, and this, if I bring here, this is the value I was talking of, float value, which is 0.5 in this state. And yeah, it's working, it's like 0.2, 0.3, and if I bring it here, 1. So that was I was talking. Now if I press anywhere on this screen, it is jumping. Why it is so? So if I get to event graph, you will notice we have a touch event. Whenever a touch is pressed, it will jump, and when it is released, it will stop jumping. But we won't use this because it's not used anywhere. We need to use custom events for jump and only a single button for jump, right? Not the whole screen. You are kind of pressing on joystick and the player has a jump. So we don't want that. Now we will convert this input action into Android controls. So just right click, create a custom event, name this jump mobile pressed. So this will tell us whenever this is pressed. Press control and bring the this arrow to here. Now create a one more custom event and name this jump mobile released. So for any marketplace template also you will notice they use input action. So what you need to do is first the first step would be change this input action to mobile controls, to custom events. Now delete this, we don't need this anymore. So if I go back on the screen, you will notice the first thing, if I click anywhere on the screen, nothing happens. Secondly, if I press space, nothing is happening. So yeah, the jump on PC is disabled. Though if you want, you can keep the jump on PC also. But now we will create a new widget. Name this mobile HUD. Open it. Add a button anywhere in the middle or somewhere here. And name this jump button. Scroll down. We have two events, on pressed and on released. These keys are used for things which have both input action, like let me show you. Yeah, which have both pressed and released. So for instance, if you have to create a button for reset VR, you would only need on clicked because you don't need any release key. So yeah, so if you need release key also, then use on pressed and on released, and if you don't need on released, just use on clicked. So for now we need on release, so we will use both. So now we need to get, whenever the player presses this button, we need to get the this custom event. So for that we will go on event construct and get a reference to our character. Cast to third person character, and from here get player character. This will get us a reference to this character. So right click, promote to a variable, name this character reference. Now go back here, drag this character reference here and call jump pressed, uh, jump mobile pressed whenever we press the button, and jump mobile released whenever we release the button. And also we need to add this widget to the screen. If we play now, you won't see this widget, right? So we need to add the mobile HUD also. So get to event begin play, create a new event begin play node like this. Now create a widget mobile HUD, and from here add to viewport. As simple as that. Save it, play. Now yeah, you can see the button now, and if I press this, the player jumps. We can also make a node which tells us that the character is also whenever the character leaves the button. So yeah, this will tell us whenever the character leaves. If I press this and leave it, press this and leave it instantly. So it's printing yellow, that means we are leaving the button. So yeah, delete this for now. So the next thing is UI, right? So for UI, what you can do is you can use any custom icon. You must be thinking how. So for this, get to style of the jump button, get to normal, and from here make it draw as image. And you can select any image if you have any. I will use this UE4 logo mask, the default UE, and make it size to content if you want to make it to equal to the size of the image. Where did it go? Yeah, I won't do size to content because the default size is very big compared to the screen. And now just right click, copy, paste it forward, and paste with press. What you can do is on pressed, change the color do something like this. Now compile and play, and let's see. If I press, it converts into red color. And if I keep on pressing it, it would be red until I release the key. You know. And if I single flick, it instantly goes. You can also add on pressed and on like sound and add custom animations using this timeline. So if you want to know how to add custom animations, you can tell me and I will create a video on that. Now the last thing is, how can you make this multiplayer? It's single player, right? Now if I go on client and run this, you will notice it works perfectly, but if I leave, you will see two errors because if we will have multiple clients, it will create problems. So for that, we need to check whether this, because every event on the client on the multiplayer match is called from the server and the client both, right? You know, if you know. So for that, we need to create this widget on the client because after we create the widget on the client, everything which takes place with this widget would be on the client only. Though the jumping would be on the server because the events you are calling are already replicated. And so what you need to do is just from here create a branch and make it is locally controlled. So this way only the client function is running, and now if I leave, no errors. So we have solved errors. Now let's try this whatever we have learned with a multiplayer, or I mean with a marketplace template. Okay, so for the marketplace template, we would be using this FPS starter game kit. It is available for maybe 20 $25 on the marketplace. And but you can follow this with any marketplace template because I have already taught you. This part is only for giving you a real life experience or a real template experience to be precise. So I will create a project. And firstly, we will open our character from here and place it here. Secondly, we will open this project settings, go to input, disable this as told, always show touch interface and use mouse for touch. Let's check if it is working. Yeah, it is working as told. The player is here, you can see it moving and everything is, but yeah, and it is not jumping also because the creator of this template would have removed it, which is a very good thing. So let's stop this and get to our character base. So what we need to do is firstly we need to get to something. Let's create for firing. Let's create a custom event for firing. Uh, Make it custom. Name this firing started. You can name anything. Name it anything. I will name it firing started and firing ended. And call this. Oh, sorry. Call this and call this. So this way now we have events for mobile also and for PC also. So if you are developing the game this way, you can have controls for both. Now we need to go to event begin play, press this add pin and create a widget. Now we need to create a widget because we haven't created anyone. So right click here, name this mobile HUD, drag a button. I will make it this way and name this file. Because this is on pressed and on released event, I will make on pressed and on released. Next thing we need to do is cast to BP character base, whatever the class of your character is. Get player character, right click, promote to a variable. Name this character base reference or anything you want. Then on firing, get the reference of the character, get firing started, firing ended. Let's check. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add the widget. Yeah, here we will add mobile HUD, add to viewport. Let's make one more button and let's firstly add a text to this and name this fire. And we will hide the background to make it look cool. None. Copy, paste, paste. So we will just control W and name this interact so that we can also pick up the gun. And this should be interact text. Where is it? Yeah, it is here. So let's make this placed here. So this will be an on clicked event because we don't need to get either we are replacing it or like we are releasing it or not. It's just an on release on clicked event. So let's get where is it interaction. Yeah, character use. It's just an on pressed event, right? So now create a custom event. Name this interact mobile and get a like this. Get to your mobile HUD. Get a reference to the character and get interact mobile. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it is like it has turned yellow, so it should work. Let me get the interact button. Yeah, when I press the interact button, it worked. So in the screen recording, you must be seeing the mouse, but I can't see the mouse. It's hidden and it's just coming here. And so let's fire now. It's firing. It's a burst fire weapon, I believe. That's why it is firing. This way, let's get. Yeah, it was a burst fire. Let's get a laser. Mhm. Let's get rifle. Yeah, I get the rifle. Now I will fire. Yeah, it's working perfectly fine. So I have shown you an real life example also, like a real project example also. So thanks for watching. Meet you in the second part of this video. I was not well and hence my voice is not that good, but I believe I will be okay very soon and I will continue creating more videos for you guys. So thank you. Consider hitting the subscribe button if you got helped. So thanks once again. I know I'm back. You can just follow this video I have just put out on the screen if you want a FPS game of your own. It's truly FPS, multiplayer replicated, hell lot features. So go and follow the tutorials if you want. Thank you.